Hi everybody, it's Kim. Welcome back to my channel, Touch of Magic. Happy to see you here today. I'm doing a quick unboxing, but I threw away the packaging because it was damaged, so I've just tucked it to hide for the upcoming DieCember 2025. So on December 4th, 2025, Simon Says Stamp is doing the always fabulous DieCember release, and this is what I got this year to play with. So let me just slide that out. That's the letter that they send us. So first I have this really cool Horizon cover plate. So this is really neat. It's almost like a mirror image, and that's going to be really quite fun to paper piece. I think I have a couple of ideas for this one already. So this is one of them. So this is called the Mountain Horizon cover plate. And then, I mean, come on, look at this. How cute is this? These are called Journal Jamboree. I do not have the dies for this, so I have no idea quite yet what I'm doing with these adorable little wee images, but we have a whole collection of these, and we've got some mail and what do you call those drinks with the beads in the bottom? Boba beads, those things, and a heart and a present and party hat and just all the cuteness here. So this is Journal Jamboree. I feel like something else goes with this that should fill in like the space here and here, but any little sentiments would be really cute in those kind of spaces. So a little stamp set. This one is a 4x6. And then we have the Pointy Pines Sprigs. So a die set. Let's see what we're working with here. And okay, so we've got two individual dies for this one, which are just, you know, nice pine sprigs that we have. So that one. Then we have a match set. So just Sayin, CZ design, which you know is always going to be adorable. So we've got the main sentiment of just saying, and then we have I miss you, you rock, hello, I adore you, thank you, you've always been an original, I will always have your back, you age like fine wine, oh that's good, you've always been fabulous, and I think you're pretty great. And then I have the two-part die with that as well, or three, so the words and the shadow. So that'll be fun. And then last but not least, we have an embossing folder called Sweet Snowman, and it's got, looks like two dies in there. So let's see what we have. Let's open that up. So we have the main embossing. Oh yeah, there is two dies. What do we got here? Oh, it's arms for him. Oh, how cute is that? Okay, so you can, these really are really neat. So the embossing folder with a die means that you can cut out just the image and then pop it into any one of the spots in here. So you would pop it into the indented side, and then it would emboss the cutout, and then we've got arms for it. Oh, that's cute. Okay, that's going to be fun. So we've got the Sweet Snowman embossing folder. All right, that's the items I have for this year for DieCember. I'm not sure exactly what all of them are going to look like yet, but we'll have fun playing, and we'll come back, and in a few minutes I'll do the walkthrough. Okay, a day later, and we're back for a little show and tell. So this is the finished products of everything that I've made. It was interesting coordinating the products because not everything mixes and matches when you get a new release. It's not always a cohesive bundle. You get what you get, and you have fun making. So I'm going to walk through what I've made. This first one is using the Sweet Snowman embossing folder. So this is a Simon Says Stamp 3D embossing folder, and this one has the little die, and this die cuts out the snowman and arms. So the fun thing is I've got a couple of samples here that you cut out the shape, and then how I do it is I notch it into the spot on the folder, close it up and run it through, and then you get that 3D impressed. Obviously I've already done this one, but that's how it works. Now this one I had cut it off incorrectly, so I didn't use this one. This one I did not keep it stable, so it shifted, so I don't know if it shows here. So I'm never quite sure, but you can see that it's offset, so it didn't work quite right, but you know, that's okay. It's paper, you cut another one. So I had fun. I inked up the embossing folder. I used some sky and some morning positively saturated ink, just for that kind of snowy blue I was looking for. And I actually colored these with my Ohuhus, which are all still sitting out. So I did rainbow order-ish. And the sentiment is from one of the new sets. This one came in the limited edition kit, but it would still be available on its own. And I'm looking for the name. Wrapped in Love is this one. So I did the sentiment and die cut it out. I actually stacked it up twice so it would have a little depth. And that's the finished card. And I really like it. This was, as soon as I saw this with the snowman die, I just knew I had to do a rainbow order, because how could I resist? So that's that first one. Now this one is using a combination of the Mountain Horizon die. So this one, and I did this on watercolor paper. So what I did is I ran it through first with an embossing pad underneath. So it just created the impression in the watercolor paper, which is 140 pound. Then I ink blended it and then I cut it. So I wanted to keep everything intact for kind of a really loose watercolor look of ink blending. And then I cut it and then I stacked all the pieces together so you got the edges, and then splattered with some, which one was it? I think it was, okay, it was this one. I splattered with the Distress Mica Harvest Moon for that gold. It's a beautiful color for that. So that's that one. Oh, and I used this one. This is the CZ Design Just Saying set. It's just a little set. It's a 3x4. And it's really nice. And then I also got the die. Now the die came out for Stamptember and they're releasing the stamp set now, but they're both still available. And this has got your shadow plus your 2 words, which I have an extra one here that I made. I was playing with color combos to see what I liked, but I did this in the darker shade, which I have here. So my greens were the Fairway and the Field. And then my blues were Dew and Dusk. Those were the colors that I used. And then, of course, always my VersaFine Clair. This is the Simon brand. So I just was playing with which one I liked, and I liked the tonal. So that is that one done. And the next one I used is the Pointy Pine Sprigs here. And I actually have a full video on this card, how I made it. So utilizing some beautiful glitter paper. The Sprigs I did on watercolor paper, and then I spritzed with a couple of different mica stains. And then the Merry Christmas is from the Merry and Bright, Making Spirits Bright stamp set is this one here. I love the font on this. And then on a red card base. So that was that one. Now this one, I have to admit I struggled. Little stamps are tough for me. I didn't get the dies, so fussy cutting is a little hard for me with these images. I have a little tiny bit of a vision issue, so I had to find a way to make it work. And I thought, oh, let's just do the whole thing. So I did. I actually left the stamps on the sheet, and I put adhesive on the back of the plastic to become my stamp. And I stamped the whole thing down. I heat embossed it. So I did use the VersaFine Clair. Because it's a pigment ink, it stays wet long enough that I did a clear heat embossing over it. And then I just watercolor painted, and I used a couple of the sentiments from the Just Saying. So I used the hello in the banner, and then I miss you up here because the little guy's crying. So that's what I did with that one. I tried it in the white as well. I haven't colored that yet, but I liked the black better. And this one I did on a 5x7 card because this is a full 4x6 stamp set. So then I did the matting layer from the Gina K Designs, her Master Layout 8. And I used the inside layer, which was the perfect matte for this. And then it gives it a white border. So those are what I made for this release this month for the DieCember 2025. And these are all the cards. If you have any questions about any of these, you'd like to know more details, please feel free to just ask in the comments. I always appreciate the feedback. I will link everything I can in the description below. And as always, those are mostly affiliate links, which earn me a small commission when you shop and no expense to you. They support my channel and are so very much appreciated. If you haven't already, a thumbs up for this show and tell. It's like going back to kindergarten. It's just fun. And if you haven't subscribed already, I would of course appreciate that very much. And if you do subscribe, you can also ring the notification bell, and that will let you know the next time I post a video. And I will have this one up very soon. thank you so much for being here today. I appreciate you very much. I hope you have a wonderful day and you also find some time to craft. See you again soon. Bye.